Hello, guys. Couple technical difficulties this morning. Not sure what that's about, but we never do. Oh, every time I'm not able to stream as much as I used to or would like to. And um, seems like when I come on, they've changed things around. So this is live. I'm going to wait for some of my chatters to join in the chat box. So if you're watching this on YouTube as a recording, you might want to scoot ahead a few minutes and we will be with you momentarily. There's Joan. Hey, Joan, can you hear me okay? Get that out of my way. Uh-oh, maybe not, since she's not answering. Oh, there you go. There you go. Good morning, Joan, or good afternoon for you. How are you? Hey, Z, no problem. Glad you can pop in. Um, I'm not sure how this idea in my head's going to work out. So we're not off to a great cracking start this morning. So I tried to print out Robin's November printables, and every time I go to download it, it comes up as the file that was printables from her the scripting class that we did. Something bizarre is going on, and I did not get it figured out before we went live. But I will show you what they look like the hard way. So there are 13 different pages. I'm hoping you guys can see this because let me go back and peek. Oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Let me zoom in. That's out. In. The other out. Okay, now let's see where we are. Good Lord. You guys are going to be seasick by the time I try to do this. And I don't even know if it's going to work, but I'm trying to show you the printables. So hopefully you're seeing part of this. And my screen isn't big enough to show the whole page. But these are a lot of her crumpled textured papers she did if you watched her video, where she put rubber bands around pieces of wood, wood blocks, wood sticks, and rolls. She made some really unusual papers. There's one. Here's another one. And these, when you can print them, they are so textured, they look like they're 3D and that you can feel these wrinkles that are in them from when she bunched them all up. So these are what I was planning to use for my project, and I can't because I can't print the damn things. I don't know what's wrong. Every time I go to download it, it brings up a different file that I downloaded months ago. I'll have to reboot and try it again. I should have tried it earlier, but I didn't have the time to. So whatever. Situation normal. So those are the papers that I wish I was using because it has some red tones in there. Anywho, we shall press on. Never say die. Okay, who do we have here? CB. Hello, just in time for my first F up of the day. Okay, so I'll show you guys this. I don't know. Judy. Hi, Judy. And Janice. Hi, hon. I posted a couple pictures on Instagram yesterday. I was down here playing. This is translucent Yupo. See my hand behind it, right? So I thought, I'm just going to play and try something. I'm just going to use this stuff because I don't use it for anything else. I always use the white Yupo. Hi, Kay. Hey, Terry. So I sprayed it with water in this basic area where you see some of the pattern. And I dropped in 3 different drops of this Ecoline watercolor. Hello. It's number 700. There we go. but it's called Black Noir. There you go. And it's liquid watercolor. So I dropped in 3, and it comes out, it looks like black when you drop it on your paper. And after it lays on here and separates, hey, Cindy, it turns into all kind of different colors. This taupey brown, it's got a little bit of purpley colors in it, yellow, there's some blue. What else was in there? So I threw a lot of salt on it. And once again, the salt on Yupo acts so differently. I'm not even going to try to scrape it off. I love what it looks like. See all those shiny crystals? Now, you know what salt usually does on watercolor, right? It makes those salt marks. I have a couple on this one I can show you. But I don't know if it's the salt or if it's the Yupo. It looks so cool. It just, and it moves throughout whatever's wet. It just carries these little crystals all over the place. Here's the second one I did. I can't look at this and not see a dog trying to peek out at me. And you can see how this faded out. I wanted it to get real light fading out into the water. And I put some gauze on there so you can see a little bit of the shadow of the gauze print in there, like right there. You can see it a little bit. It's very, very faint. But look at this, the crystals again with the salt. Looks like I put glitter in it. So, yeah, very interesting experiment. I'm going to put these up in a safe place. I'm going to do something else with those. Now I'm going to try the same thing on the white and see if it acts the same way. So, yeah, it's French. So it's black. Not so much when you put it on there. Oh, and this little bit of gold on here. I don't know if you can see how shiny that is. I found this in my stash that I don't think I ever used before, and it's Paper Fashion brand. Who the hell knows where I got it or why I got it? But it's liquid metal. Hello. In pale gold. I've had it for a while. But this stuff, plain old table salt. No, Cindy, I'm glad you said that because squirrel, I got off track. I wanted to show you exactly what I used. This is the salt that I use, this Jacquard silk salt. And it's bigger crystals. So I don't know if it's this salt, although on watercolor paper, it acts like regular salt. Lilu! Hello, darling. Hey, Eminem. I don't know, although it does say do not take internally. Not that you want to just eat regular salt either by itself. Let's see if this says anything. Make sure crystals are scattered, not bunched up. This is on silk. Huh. Nope, doesn't say anything special. But this stuff, it doesn't look like it's all that shiny on here. Let me see what I did with that piece I was trying to practice with. It's thick acrylic. So I didn't play with it long enough to get it watered down to a consistency where I could play with it. But I watered it down some and just threw some on here. But you can see how shiny even that is. And on here, I put a stroke over these watercolor squatches. My watercolor Sasquatches. It's pretty cool. See, these are the watercolors that I got from you that I swatched. These are these. These are these from Supervision watercolors from where do you get those? I know she's lurking. I probably can't type. Oh, there she is. Is it AliExpress? I forget where she gets them, but she was ordering some and I got a few. And this one didn't seem to do much. You're supposed to be like color shifts. This one did. And this one did. And this one did. So we'll see. But anyway, that gold's pretty cool. I don't know if anybody ever saw that or heard of it before. Liquid Fashion came out a year or two ago from Prima. She came out with some gouache as well. Oh, interesting. Hell, I thought I had it longer than that. Terry, thanks. You never know. But I think this bottle has a little, I don't know that it's clear glass. It's got like a dull sheen around it. Even though it's smooth, it's not etched or anything. I don't know. Maybe it's the label that's on there. Oh, you did sell this, Z? Then that's probably where I got it. That's pretty cool. Okay, hon. Dave's here miming that he's going out to blow leaves. So he didn't interrupt me.
I opened the gate for the door.
What door? The
Screen door.
Oh, so they're up on the gate and on the deck?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So my idea for today, you know how that goes. I thought I would take some of Robin's papers. And then after I thought about this, I thought, oh, what am I signing up for? Because trying to collage on something round may not be my best idea. So I wanted to look for big Christmas balls. Well, they were regular size or gigantic size. So here's what I ended up with. And this one's plastic. I don't know how these are going to stick on here, but you know, that's how I figure out how to tell you guys not to do something. CB, I don't know what those symbols mean, but I'm sure it means something to somebody. Stock out of business. M&M. All right, so that was my idea. Then I also got one that had some red in it so that I could maybe leave some little red streaks popping through Robin's papers, because red's always a good color with those. So we'll see where we end up. Oh, what else is in here? I'm going to throw the bag away. Yeah. Shipping tape. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. I think I'm going to, well, I am going to sell my stamps, my rubber stamps. I'm going to sell out the stock in those. I don't know that I'm going to do it through Etsy. Long story, but I think I'm going to get away from doing that. So if anybody wants any of my stamps, let me show you which ones I have left. You can send me a message to ptolleyp@gmail.com. And I'm going to mark these down like 25%. There's this one. I have this one. I'm probably going to have to put the open the Etsy site again, actually, to do it. Which I was trying to avoid, but I think that's what I'm going to have to do. These are the new pictographs. Some mermaids. These are the one where I make all my black and white tiles with for polymer clay. Well, you can use them for anything, but that's what I used them with. So anyway, if anybody's interested in these, let me know, and I'll open the Etsy shop back up so you can buy them. And then I think there will be no more. That's my thought process and my plan. Oh, I forgot one. Here's one behind here. Here's this one here. thought I had some of the copies left, but I guess I don't. Another thing for my to-do list, which is ever growing. Okay, let's get to looking at some of these. I'm telling you, I need more room. Oh, I don't want to put it on top of that. I'm going to pull out some papers. Now, I don't know how holiday these are going to look, but we're gonna give it a go and see what happens here. I can throw in some gold. That's maybe good for just like background stuff to come over top of it with something. Here's one of the pictures, printouts of, I think this was October, with one of the crinkled up pages I was telling you about. I mean, it really feels like you can feel those crinkles in there. Some elbow room. God, I got the camera all jacked up here, crooked. Try that. Are you going to stop making stamps or transfer to another retail platform? Probably stop making them, Judy. I think, you know, I need to stay on top of it with new designs, which I don't have the capability of doing, at least not anytime soon. And I think I've saturated the market for people who like those designs, who follow me, that wanted them. So that's what I'm thinking. And here's some of mine. Gold. I forgot about these. These are when I was stenciling. Stenciling and jelly plating on top of these prints. Shoot, I got a lot of these. I must have been on a roll with those. That's one onion skin. Might be able to do something with that. I like this gold ink on there. What's the matter, hon? The electric one did?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. It's always something. I love this. That's that silver black ink on there, but oh, that door always slams. Scare the crap out of me, why don't you? Yeah, that's going to be really difficult to get that to wrap around there. Oh, this is when my toner went out. Remember that little fiasco? So nothing in here really looks holiday. Let's just get down to the facts. I may still leave my Etsy up for the collage papers. They were fun to make. I just don't know enough time to make more because it's actually sold quite a bit of those sets. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just rip up. I'm looking at these gold bits in these. Rip up little pieces. This is already taped. CB, I got a stack of cardstock over there I found when I was cleaning up a little bit. Okay, drop me an email and let me know. Remind me. Not let me know. You just let me know. Oh, look at these. Oh, these are just lovely gold bits I can get in there somehow. Let's put them on top in case I need more. I don't have to dig for them again. Maybe some of the red on there will help a sister out. And here's with my little foiler in gold, but that's kind of small. Oh. Gold. Maybe the gold instead of rose gold. Ooh, I think this is Z's Mermaid watercolor. Hello, lover. I kind of miss doing collage. I haven't done collage for a while. That's too hard to collage. All right, I'm going to get some papers pulled out of here that are possibilities, and then we will see. I don't think this black one is something I'm going to need. I like that. That kind of grid that's on there. All right. Let's get this one. Maybe I'll start on that one. This I was looking at because it had, it's got an odd shape to it. See, can I show you the shape? So it's more flat surface where this is more round with these holes in it, which I know I don't have to let show, but this is really slippery. I don't know what the hell's going to stick to that. Let's just try one and we'll go from there. I'm sure something will be a disaster, so I just can hardly wait to see what it is. It's not really red. These are from the scripting class practice. That is too. These are some of my favorite papers, though, for that scripting class. Oh, here's some red. Here's some red. Oh, here's red. See, you never know till you dive deep enough. What the hell I have in here? That's kind of sparkly. I don't know. Let me put it out there so I have to dig for it again. Wait a minute. Did I see green? Maybe a little green-ish. Oh, there's some red. A little red scripting. Not really red. Oh, hang on. What do we got here? Gold. Turquoise. So that's got a little green shimmer in it. Green and gold. All right, I'm about done. Oh, hang on. Oh, that shimmer might work. Oh, this is my whole file there from Jude. Oh, I want to show you guys what Sue Evans sent me. This is fabric. Sue Evans has been a long time follower. She lives in Wales. And Joan, I think I introduced you virtually to Sue a while back. She was actually considering coming to our, I think maybe the retreat that got canceled or the one before that. I've lost track. But hey, Dot. Hey, Kathy. She has always, over the years sent me such cool happy mail. I got to show you guys this. And maybe there's something in there I can use. But she had her husband had surprised. Oh, shit. Oops, write me down. Is Gayla here? She can write me down for one. Right off the bat. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome. Her husband was surprising her with an anniversary cruise, and it was the same week. I know. She turned me down for just an anniversary cruise. Can you believe it? Hell, I'd have turned me down for that. So let me show you what she sent me. This is a box, and it's just, oh, I didn't even see that. She makes the coolest papers that have so many layers on them, and she knows my colors. And actually, if you saw the paper ornaments that were kind of shaped like an ornament, kind of a teardroppy shape of my Christmas tree, she sent me those a number of years ago. But this has more of that paper on it. Let me try to zoom in so I don't have to hold that up because my shoulder will only last so much. Janet! Hey, Kat! Hey, Margaret! We had an influx. Hello. I'm just showing some happy mail right now, and then we'll get on to the but she just stuffs these journals that she makes full of goodies. And she makes these papers. I think that's got some gauze on there. And painted over for that texture. They're so stinking cool. Little feather. She knows what I like. This one that opens. No, sometimes she's got sneaky little things that open. Little shell. These papers are so pretty. This, I think that might be Tyvek that she melted and then gilded. Look at that big word I threw in there. Cool piece of fabric. And how cool is that? And then look at these. Sent me little bits and bobs of butterflies and dragonflies and little dangly bits. And I think these are little clips to connect them with. Look at these little feathers. Next time I do a collage, I'm going to incorporate some of those polka dotted feathers. And this was a little card she wrote me. Oh, this was just the envelope. But look at it. It's got a real flower glued on there. I think it's real. Maybe it's paper. No, I think it's real. That she dried. I've got the zoomed in now. I never know where the damn camera is. How cool is that? This was the note she sent me with another dried flower in there. Oops. But these are some of these papers that she makes that are so stinking cool. Oops. Of all different sizes of that. Oh, this was I pulled the, oh, she had this stuff wrapped in a blue tissue, and this was on the outside of it, and I did not want to lose that, so I pulled that off to keep that. And then she makes these little cards, blank cards that she sends me. I mean, they're just beautiful. The little envelope to match. I know, right, Kay? Joan, you probably have turquoise feathers like that in a boa that you wear for Paul. Come on, you can share. You can tell us. We won't tell anyone. Here's another one, kind of a different style, but look how cool that is. Always has a little shiny stuff in there. Little text in this one. She does not have a YouTube or Facebook or anything. Well, she's on Facebook, but she doesn't do videos. I keep telling her, you got to do this and show us how you make these papers. Look at this that she sent. I'm going to pull down here. It looks like it's very old. A little piece of this that she used on the front of the journal. And then here's another card. With the envelope. So she just sends the cutest stuff. Cute's not the right word. It's beautiful. What's this? This is interesting. I haven't opened this yet because I didn't want to discombobble everything. As I was rifling through my mail when it came in. Now we can rifle. See what it is. Hi, Leslie. Welcome. So look. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is a whole, hang on. Can I get this off of there without damaging it? Or, well, let's pull it out this way maybe. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to use that in my pile of papers for my ornament. This has a Christmas tree on it. And I'm trying to think, oh, look at this, how it's folded. Kind of a little origami kind of thing there. Another Janet. Hello, another Janet. I am almost afraid to pull this off of there. It's really kind of snug. I wonder if it's, I guess it's meant to come off. Oh, wow, look how this is all folded. Can you see all those folds in that? I don't know. Should I open it or is it supposed to just stay like that? I think it might just stay like that. I'll have to send her a note. I don't want to take that off now that I took this out. I can see how that's all folded there. And I think this was just there to back up some of the other stuff that was in there. I'm going to ask her first before I do that. Howdy, poo-poo. Hello, my dear. Let's put this here, and this here, and this. Wait, how did I do this before that I didn't? It's like a Rubik's Cube. There we go. I don't want to, oops. Let's get this more or less back in there. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys that. So let's get started on the, project. So here are the papers that I pulled out that are possibilities. You never know what's going to happen. Let me get zoomed back out so you guys have a Isn't isn't that your name, Hottie Poo Poo? Or is it Popo? What the hell do I know? Okay. Now I'm stumped as to what glue. What do you guys think about a glue on this slippery thing? I mean, it's slick. It's plastic. You can't tell by that. See, there's a seam where it's plastic. Oh, well, we don't know. So let's just dive in and look for some glue. I'm half tempted to use Yes Paste again. That seemed like it glued down stuff pretty well on the last adventure. Digging through the drawers. Maybe just this. I wonder if the art glitter stuff would work. But I don't know. The Yes Paste, I hit the whole piece of paper. And I think we need that more than just a little bit of glue around the corners so it all has a chance to stick. Hey, Susie. Sandpaper on the plastic. What did I think of that? I think I had some somewhere in the vicinity. I thought I had a couple of sandpaper blocks. Or even one of my handy dandy drawers here, but they don't seem to be there. Hang on, give me a quick minute to move to the sandpaper department.
There it goes.
All right. Now let's try one of these. Oh! My chair keeps losing its hydraulics, I guess. That may help. Thank you. This is why I keep you guys around. If you're watching this as a recording, you might want to skip forward a few minutes. Unless you like watching people sand a round object that's hard to hold on to. Totally optional. Wish I had one of my blocks. Apparently put those in a nice safe place. I think this may be the ticket. So these papers, Robin's Printables, you can find them on, it's Robin McClendon, McClendon. She has a Teachable site that's under her name. And every month she comes out with a bunch of printables that you can download and use as many times for your own personal art that you'd like. And I can't print the November ones for some reason, and I can't figure out what the hell I'm doing that I can't print them. But to be figured out later. I'm using previous month's printables, and they all kind of go together. Her palette is pretty consistent, and so they're all kind of blendy. Oh, great. And I have nice sandy bits on my old shirt. But that's okay. That's why it's an old shirt. And my hands. That's all right. So I really think that'll help, though, actually. My hands are freezing, by the way. I'm going to put these off to the side so I got a little more elbow room. And this. And Z, I was cleaning out something the other day. And I found a box that had a few things in it. I mean, I was digging deep. A box that had a few things in it from the last time we had 2 years ago, the Maryland Art Weekend. And I found these in there that I apparently bought from your little mini store that you set up for us. And it's packaging and everything. I thought, hey, I'll just use those today. They're kind of soft, so I'm not sure if they'll actually be the best to work in the Yes Paste. We're going to give her a go. We'll see what happens. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Moving into safer territory. Jesus. Oh, there we go. I put a little more Vaseline on this bad boy. Spray a little water in there. Loosen it up a little. So I'm going to start with the ones that are more backgroundy. Is that a word? I'm sure it is. Oh, but backgroundy with a little gold. That never hurt anybody. Or just plain old backgroundy. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. Of course, none of these look Christmassy. Maybe we'll think about that aspect a little later. See you, Larlu. And I'm just going to try to rip some of these out of here. Not going to worry about the water cutting at this point. I just want to see. I'm thinking even this is going to be too wide to go on this angle. So should I just tear more of this out? Or make little cuts in it and let it fold however it wants to and then cover it up. Oh, Lord, CB, I'm with you. I'd had to bring my own lawn chair or something. That's crazy talk after cooking Thanksgiving dinner. I was cooking for 2 days. All right, let's just get to gluing. See what happens here. In my head, this looks really cool, but you know how that goes. There's a lot of stuff in my head that looks really cool. In practice, not always true. That actually is really a nice little spreader. As little spreaders go. So let's see. I guess it doesn't matter where we start. So we're going to start right there. I'm going to try to get that as close as I can up there. And we'll just see how this goes down. Don't have to worry about glass cracking in my hand. I know, that's got to be fun. We went to try to do that for a work event and just before COVID, and then that got canceled. So Still on my list for if we ever have a semi-normal life again. So there's some little creases in it, but I just went for texture. All right, piece number 1. I have no rhyme or reason as to what I'm doing here. As per usual, no one should be surprised. Let's do just a long strip of this. Get rid of the end. Get rid of that end. Let's see. I'll just put that down as far as it goes. Honey, you having more trouble? What happened now? What, the lawnmower? The tractor? Oh. Well, not as bad. Okay. Put that there. I thought about hanging these on a curtain rod between the curtains when they're open. I have grommet curtains all over the living area upstairs. It feels like it's not a lot of glue right there. See if I can smush some in there. And I have these 3 little, gosh, I don't even know what to call them. They reminded me of little buoys. That's not the right word. I'll have to take a picture of them one of these days. But there's 3 little ornaments, but they're not Christmas ornaments. They're like bleached. Looks like something you'd see at the ocean. They're bleached white worn wood and some bleached turquoise, and they're little wooden carvings. Probably was like a skinny table leg that was turned wood, and they cut it in sections, but they're all different. And they have lace and pearls. They're very rustic looking, but they're very beachy looking with the white and turquoise. And then they have like crystals and lace and tulle and pearls, different pieces hanging off of them from the top with a piece of jute. So I had 3 of them that I found at this little shop. I thought, now what the hell am I going to do with them when I got home? But the room upstairs is the pale turquoise and a lot of white. And so I took the curtains down and I threaded them over the curtain rod so that the longest one hangs in the middle and the 2 shorter ones next to it, and then the curtains kind of frame it. Looks pretty cool, I gotta tell you. So what's my vision? Keep gluing. I'm trying to keep little skinny pieces in mind. Doing this to avoid the curve issues. But anyway, thinking about putting a bigger piece of jute or something on there. And if they come out cool, hang them on my, because they're way too big for the tree, but hang them on the curtain rod. And it might work out that they're not so Christmassy, that I could just leave them there all year. Dave will love it. He's not a fan of those other ones. I said, what the hell is that, babe? I said, it's cool looking, aren't they? Well, if you say so. And then he lets it go. Whatever you like. I don't get it, but whatever you like. That's what he says. I don't get it, but whatever you like. So, well, I like you. Gayla. And a bee and a bye and a bow and a bop to you. That's the Dairy Queen jingle, little ice cream, softy ice cream store here in the States. For those of you who don't know, there's a jingle. An old jingle that only us old folk would remember. That might be a little bit wide right there. I'm going to have to let that crinkle up a bit. I'm glad these aren't glass. I'd be at the emergency room by now. Oh, God, the first day of cooking for Thanksgiving. It's almost healed, but laid the tip of that finger open. Oh, gosh darn it. Are you kidding me? Day number 1. And, of course, I got it wet and had to change the bandage 100 times. I don't know if I have enough. Do I have enough of these papers? It's not that I can't make more, I guess, but I eventually want to shift it up. Yeah, you don't remember the Dairy Queen? Oh, I'll give you my rendition. A bee, a bye, a bow, and a bop. Sure, that's Dairy Queen with a curl on top. I guess that's not really a jingle. It's just a little rhymey thing. But we kind of laugh about that since that's where Gayla snuffed it in the Dairy Queen parking lot when we were in Arizona a couple of years ago. Ah, bless her heart. I got gold on top of the bronze. I guess that won't matter. That's way too thick. That's way too big. Maybe I can put this in here like so, but tear it off here. Let's start puzzle piecing it together. Get this puppy moving. I think going forward, I may be in a position where I can start to stream more regular again. For those of you who don't know, we had a very long, scary summer with basically a deadly serious family illness. And I was at the hospital a lot. Not me, but as the advocate and transportation. And it was for weeks and weeks and weeks, every other day to the hospital, a couple times with 2-week stays in the hospital. But on the mend and doing really well right now. So I'm going to take advantage of that downtime and start doing stuff again semi-normally. Your daughter remembers it. So I'm thinking of getting this all the black, gold, and white all over it. Of course, this is silver. Maybe it'll pop against all the gold. Hello. And then put some of the colored bits over top of it, maybe. I don't know. This is might not be my greatest idea. Imagine that. I always decide to collage the uncollageable. Is that a word? I just made it up. Yeah, it's I think it aged me about 10 years. I make a better patient than I do a caregiver, I can tell you that. Where is this piece going to go? Maybe in your shrine, Gala. I don't know. I just thought, oh, what the hell? I'll call with Robin's papers a big Christmas ornament, which tribal Christmas, I don't know. But we're not done yet. We'll see where we end up. Maybe I'll drip some red metallic watercolor down it or something. Who the hell knows what I'll do? I don't know, so I know you can't know. Will that go over there? I don't know. Let's try to make it go there. No, it's too big for the tree. My tree's full and there aren't any holes big enough for that. Even if it wasn't decorated, it wouldn't be enough. Big enough place to put that. The size that it is. It may hang on my curtain rod between my curtains. If it turns out the way it started in my head. That's a big if. Actually, I'm going to tear some of that out. Yeah, off of there. My hands are getting all boogery. Glue boogers. I should be more specific. Let go around there somewhat. Lay down, baby. Down you go. That's not too bad. Oh, we took down 2 trees in the backyard this summer. I'm getting a little gluey, as are my fingers. So let me grab a baby wipe. Try to get these knocked down a little bit. So what did I say? I was going to put on background papers and then add the gold. Didn't do it. Patti, how about those horse stories? Horse stories. God, Z, I'm drawing a blank. Are you talking about when I was horseback riding many, many, many years ago and the horse would not go back to the stable? And we had a little adventure all of our own away from the crowd. I honestly am lost on that one. Give me a hint. Or was that a horror story? Remember, I was telling my horse episodes. Sadly, I do not. Was I there? Were you doing it on Streamzy? Was I there? I'm telling you, my brain's going. It's getting pretty scary. Pretty scary. I'm not sure this is turning out how it was in my head. Oh, you mean I was supposed to tell mine? Oh, Lord, this is my mom. Hang on, I got to take this. Hey, Mom. Yeah. Amazon. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll get you some more. Okay, you're welcome. Bye. Sorry. Always have to answer Mumsy. We have an eternal struggle. I have Dave out there. He finally got something running. That sounds like the leaf blower. We have an eternal struggle here with leaves. Even though we cut down 2 huge trees in our backyard, apparently this is the landing zone for everybody else's leaves. And as soon as he gets finished out there, give it a half an hour, you can go back out there and it's look like he did nothing. Bless his heart. Where am I going to put you? Oh, I had a spot picked out, but I guess you're going to go right there. Gosh, I've been on an hour and I don't even feel like I've gotten anything accomplished. See, I strayed off my idea. I make no promises now. Oh, you know what I maybe can do? I wonder if I'd take little strips of this and just, I don't know. I was thinking of making a pattern after we get the rest of this done. I try doing little strips again. Cut where it is folding, Patti. Smoother if you do. Cut where it's folding. Cut where it's folding. Where what is folding? Oh, you mean the paper, and just cut it instead of tucking it in? Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I was going to do that from the beginning. If you remember, I even actually said that. Then it kind of left me. This is getting scary. I'm not kidding you. I think my brain is going down a wrong path. See, these skinny ones I don't have that much trouble with. As I say that. Look how that just fell in there. Just right, like. Maybe this one I can cut down towards the bottom a little bit where it's wider. Let's see. Cece's always right. Why do I refuse to listen to her? I do not know. Huh. Shoot, I hate that big white edge on papers. Hate's a strong word. Shouldn't say I hate it. I'm not that big a fan of it. Let's just say that. Nope. Let's cut more real estate. state in here. Good enough. Good enough. I hope the tractor part of chomping up the leaves takes longer so I can drive the tractor. I like driving it, even though one time years ago I ended up driving through the fence. Total accident. I got it mastered now. Oh, never live that one down. That's all right. That's okay. Hey, Devin. I never know if it's Devin or Devon. But hi. Devin. Maybe I can take some acrylic paint and paint. Oh, maybe this one. And paint between the splits here. I know I said I was going to use red. Okay. Is this where this was going to go? All right. Let's see. Oh, that's a little too far. A little too long. I think I might just end up painting this a color, gold, red, whatever I end up doing. You never know. That's going to go, this one's going to curve around the curve. Oh, shoot. Knock the brush in the water. So, oh, sorry, Z. Back to the horse thing. Did I say I was going to tell my horse story. Is that what you're telling me I should do? Oh, God, CB. And still throwing out good tips. You still got it. Multitasker extraordinaire. Did I go this way or this way? I think that way. I don't think it matters. You said you had a horse story to tell. Okay. All right. I will fill in the gaps with a lovely horse encounter. Years ago, I was probably 18. And yes, there were still horses then. A bunch of my friends and I decided we were going to go rent horses and go for the horse ride. Like, what could possibly go wrong? So we did. So I don't know why, but I thought wearing a pair of painter's pants. Do you remember painter's pants with the white heavy cotton pants with the cargo pockets before cargo pockets were a thing? So I wore some cargo pants. I mean, painter pants. Mistake number one. So we all get out there and we get assigned our horses. Everybody's mounting up. So I mount up and I am promptly dismounted by a very unhappy horse that had an attitude. And not only did he buck me off, which was unpleasant, he threw me into a pile of horse shit in my white pants on a hot August day with flies all over me. And I thought, okay, you some bitch. It ain't over because I'm not a quitter. So we wiped off, well, I wiped off as much horse shit as I could wipe off of me. Big clumps anyway. And I thought, I'm riding you if it kills me. I shouldn't have said that. So anyway, finally get up on the horse and we take off. Well, we didn't really take off. He sauntered. He was not happy. Honestly, I wouldn't be happy if I had me on my back either. But I was much smaller then than I am now. Anywho, everybody's galloping and he's taking his time walking. He's brushing me into trees. He's going through very narrow trees. So my legs go behind and laying up on top of the back of the horse to get through the trees where he's trying to scrape me off. I'm telling you, he really had a shitty attitude. So everybody crossed a little creek, and they walked right through them and kept going. And my horse, well, he walked into the creek and stopped and looked back at me and start kicking water up on me. So I was now one hip and leg covered in horse shit, and now the other side's wet. It was a real treat. So anyway, at one point he decides he's hauling ass for the barn, whether I like it or not, no matter what I did. And I mean, it was getting scary. And two of the guys that were with us ran with their horses up and kind of intercepted them and grabbed the reins and got them back under control. And then we went back with the crowd again. So now we get to kind of the end of the property. And there was a road. I mean, not a big high traveled road, but a paved road. And everybody said, oh, let's see where this goes. So we go across the road. And don't you know, It goes onto private property where there's a house. Now we're in this guy's yard, and everybody else was able to turn their horse around and leave the property, and mine would not. And he decided he was going to graze. And not only was he going to graze, but he was going to graze at some lovely items he found that were right next to the house. So as he's got his head down in the flowers and the shrubs and whatever, I turned and I realized that I am high enough that I am now almost against the window of the guy's living room. He's watching TV and I'm turning around. I'm up that high looking in the window at him. And he jumps up like, what the hell? Oh, God. So he came out and not much I could do. I said, I'm sorry. He's got a mind of his own. If you want to shoot us, have at it, because I'm about done with this day. So anyway, he scooted the horse back off from there, and we left and headed back to the barn finally. Went back through the creek. Of course, he tried to soak me again, and he would stay there for a while. He didn't just like, I'm going to splash her once and she'll get the hint. Oh, no. He kicked and kicked and kicked water up in the middle of this thing. I thought, what the hell? So anyway, well, that's something else happened, but I can't remember because I can't remember anything anymore. That's the honest to God's truth. If I owe anybody money or if I said I was going to do something and I didn't, please remind me and don't feel bad about it, because I'm telling you, that's fading fast. It's scary. But that was a real treat with him up against the guy's window. And there I just sit there while his head's down grazing. And I was up high enough that he could see me sitting on a horse. But can you imagine seeing that, watching your football game or whatever the hell he was watching, and looking over and here's some kid sitting in your window pretty much. Great. But for what I remember, that was pretty much my horse story. He tried his damnedest. Oh no, there was no offering, nothing. I guess people weren't suing for everything. Hey, Kimberly. Weren't suing for, oh, hell yeah, I went again. We never went very often because we had to drive a ways to get there, and we were young enough that our car wasn't easily accessible, so it wasn't a regular thing that we did. I thought, you some bitch. I think I only rode one like maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. Before I got the hint and moved on. Good to see you, Kimberly. In my head, as usual, this looked like it was going to look a lot cooler. I don't know. It looked bad once you get it all on there. It's kind of all missed. Well, it's not all on there, but we're sneaking up on it, at least. Let's put that there. Why not? Oh, I called him a lot of names, that horse. And man, it was rank by the time I had my horse shit on my painter pants, dried and caked in the hot sun. That was a treat for the ride home. Oh, God. I don't think anything can be more scary than the dog jumping on you. Oh, the pit bull at my friend's house? Yeah, that was a long time ago too. Yeah, that was not a pleasant experience for sure. I'm telling you. Oh, the painter pants had seen better days, my friends. Better days indeed. I'm trying to just take some little pieces now and kind of block in some of the gaping silver sanded bits as I try to think what the hell am I going to do with that. But we'll figure that out when it's time. Okay. See, some of these are shaped kind of cool, but if I painted red in there or gold or black, I don't want to put black in there though. And even around here, a little trim around here, maybe even. Trying to decide what looks odd as far as the holes go. Oh, you know what I was going to do? See, that quick I forgot. I'm telling you. I was going to come over this background papers with a little bit of color. And remember I had this one out to kind of pull a little bit of this reddish out maybe. Or this silvery sparkly. That's Joan stencil that I jelly printed and then put through the foil. Remember the foil extravaganza from months back? I don't think that one's going to work because it's going to be too wide. No. Let's just say no. This one's kind of cool, but do I need that? No. You know what? I might not. Now look at this. The little gold surfboards with the red glitter stencil on it. I wonder what. Hang on a minute. Hold the phone. Can I incorporate these? I need the longer ones. Where are my longer? Where my whole longer scissors are? I'm going to try to cut these and leave a little black edge. This may not be too scary. I always say may not. Now, this isn't going to be scary. This may not be too scary. Looking as the result, I mean. Got to work through the uglies, as Paula would say. Oh, has anybody heard or seen Paula lately? I haven't. Of course, I'm not a big Twitter person, and I think she's on Twitter more than anything else. But I haven't seen any videos or anything recently or heard a peep from her. I hope she's all right. Maybe I can put one of these like at each, evenly space them around. Or do I want to just try to hit and cover up some of the gaps? Not forever. I know. Oh, I hope she's doing well. I don't see any of the people that used to be in touch with her pretty regularly on either. Of course, to be fair, I've not been on either. So it may just be my lack of presence. All right. Oh. Do it the easy way. Of course, I've got to go through some of that modeling paste. Oops, stuck to my finger. Oh, I had this. Remember, I was going to do something with that. Yet here we are, not doing anything with it. Hang on. Okay, just cutting out some possibilities. We'll piece it around and see where we get. Where we get. I might need that. All right. I think I'm going to still have to make some cuts and add some glue for these little pucker points on here. CB, I'm happy to report that Oakley did pretty well on Thanksgiving. We just had a small group because of the family illness I was telling everybody about. And even Chelsea couldn't come with the kids because the kids were sick and you cannot expose the patient just yet with no immune system. So anyway, it was just 6 of us. My mom, my nephew, my brother, and his fiance. But what the hell was I starting to say? What the hell was I going to say that? What was I saying that for? I have no idea. I was going to say something about getting together next year for the art weekend, but I have no idea what the hell it was. I'm telling you, there might not be one because I might forget who you people are and that there was going to be one in the first place. Everybody will show up at me. Jesus. I hope we can. I fear that we will live with some version of this virus for the rest of my natural life, at least. See if I was smart enough to do this in little teeny pieces. Oh, Oakley. That's what I was going to do. So we first put him in his crate. When everybody got here, we were still cooking, getting dinner out on the table. And then after that, once everybody settled into place and just talking and had a game on or something out in the sunroom, Dave went to let him go outside and feed him. And he said, "You want to try him?" And I said, "Nah, okay." So we tried him. And he actually did really well. He got a little bit rambunctious, but way better than he used to. I gotta give the kid some cred. Maybe I'll put that like halfway around like that, here and there. I think I'll do that. I think I will. I know. And then I just saw something else. I think it was on Google when I went to look something up. You know, they have headlines on there. Um, Something about another variant coming out of the Netherlands. So I think this is our life from now on. And that's, I always tell Dave, you know what? I'm glad I'm older and I actually got to live a fairly normal existence and could go anywhere, do anything, big groups. Didn't have to worry about all this shit you got to worry about now. But I feel sorry for the younger ones that never got that opportunity, especially like Chelsea's little ones. They'll never know what it was like, I don't think. I hope I'm wrong. God knows I'm always wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong on this. I know that's why I don't have much faith on being able to do an art weekend next year. I'm hoping we can. And as of right now, they're taking entries and bookings and deposits and all that kind of stuff. But who the hell knows what's going to be happening by then? So any of you gals coming, don't buy any flights just yet. Let's wait and make sure. Okay, let's see where this one is. Oh my God, Kat! They are the cutest friggin' things on earth. But I'm telling you, oh lordy, that's somewhere I could never do another puppy at my age and my knees and my everything. If we lived in a ranch, now I'm going with my ifs. If we lived in a rancher and didn't have any steps, if I was retired, if I got knocked in the head and forgot what reality is like, they are cute as the devil. But oh, mama, they're a lot of work. A lot of work. You cannot turn your back on those little rascals for a minute. And in and out, in and out, in and out. Oakley, he'll be 4 the end of January. And 4 years ago, he damn near crippled me. I remember I took the first week we had him off of work so I could try to get him housebroken. Well, there's about 10 steps out the back deck into the yard. By about Wednesday, I had to call Uncle. Dave took off work the rest of the week to stay home and help me with him because he about crippled me. But there's no denying how cute they are. I could smooch them till they had no fur left, but oh lordy. I know. I always said if we'd ever get another one, I want to get a black one. I've always had yellows. And I think I want to get a black one next time. In another life. In another life, for the love of God. All right, we're sneaking up on it. So now maybe with this red, maybe I should find or make some red metallic paint to fill in these little bits. Do I want to pop one of these on somewhere? I don't think that's going to make a difference. I'm gonna put that in the no pile. Hang on, let me get another. Oops. I need to get some more baby wipes. I got to go get my booster shot. But hell, by the time I get that, um, they'll need another booster for all the variants, I guess. Who the hell knows? Oh, my son has a brown and a blonde one. Aw. Oh, yeah. Babe sheds. Her coat's different than Oakley's. He sheds, but I mean, she leaves a trail. And oh my God, if she's up against you sitting or whatever, you are instantly covered. And when we brush her, I swear I could stay out there all day and brush her, and my arms would give out, and she'd still be letting hair go. She's got like I don't know, it's like a layered coat or something. Hell if I know what it is, but good Lord of mercy. That job. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can use this. Oh no, that's pink. Hang on. Okay, I'm over in the paint department, so give me a minute. What's this? Oh, red poinsettia. Maybe this is the red we want. I have these this ultra metallic and a dark red called red poinsettia. So that may be the right red. All right, let me put this away for right now. I'm going to wrap this in a baby wipe. Keep it gooey. All right, I need a little piece of palette paper. Oh, Lord. Put the lid on this for the time being. Oh yeah, most labs. A friend of mine had a lab that was scared of the water, and that's the only one I've ever known that was afraid of the water. Ours have always loved it. She's got a coat, like underneath her deepest coat is like down feathers. I mean, it's so light and I mean, it's short and it's very lightweight, and it's almost like a ball of fuzz or cotton that you can't really see. Well, you can see separate hairs, but it's not obvious like their outer coat. All right, let's try that. This may be la boo boo, but one way to find out. I think, Xander, do you still sell these Nuvo brushes in your shop? That's the brand Nuvo. I know I got them from Xandra. I think at our last art event where she would bring her little miniature shop and set up for us to have supplies to buy right there. This is a stinky ass brush. Let's see. Oops, I said ass. Yeah, you probably missed a couple when you first came on, so you might want to just write me down for the first 5 and cross hatch it and get it over with. I'm going to angle one. Good Lord, I can throw that one away. That's hard as a rock. Sweet Moses. Let me go with this one. Yeah, that's a goner. It's actually a rubber. It's silicone. Here, I'll show you the other one that matches it. Here's the other one. It's in a set. That was more of an angle. This one's more rounded, like a regular old, as my husband would say, spatula. But they were in a set, and it's silicone. Okay. River scrapers. All right, let's just see how this paint sticks. I'll try it back here. I got to take my glasses off, which means I can no longer see chat. And I'm just going to try to paint on the exposed silver of the bulb. You can see all the strokes in it. Maybe a second coat will help. Kind of streaky looking. But I think I don't know, we're going to go with it or not? Maybe let me let this one dry. I'll get its second coat ready. The old-fashioned way. Getting these notifications for appointments coming up this week. Yes, I remember. Thank you. Looks like I'm going to have some shoulder surgery after the first of the year sometime. Both of them are really giving me a fit. But the left one, apparently a few years ago, I should have had that, what do they call it, debriding surgery, where they just go in with a scope and then scrape out all the arthritis and stuff. However, I don't remember the doctor telling me that. Whatever. But now it's really bad. Both of them are bad. Got a cortisone shot in my right one. I need surgery on my left one. Let's see. All right, let's carry on. Carry on. I think I'm just going to hit the bigger areas. That's a big one right there. I should probably try to cover some more of that up. That would be a lot. Maybe I should just do the little ones and put more collage in the big ones, because this paint's going to look kind of streaky on this plastic. I think that's what I shall do. And here's a rather large one, but we're going to do that one. See, I changed my mind within a nanosecond. But that's okay. Oh, shoot, I think Dave's got the tractor running. Missed my fun for the day. Not that you guys aren't fun. Not saying that. Can't ride horses anymore, apparently, so ride my tractor when I can. I only ran through the fence once, so I don't know what the big deal is about that. You can hear Babe up on the deck yapping. Jeez. Judy, you know me so well. Susie, what time is it? 2:20. Okay, we're good still. Can't look at chat while I'm doing this. That would be too much like multitasking. I think I'll put a little, add a little piece. I'll do that later so I get my hands all funky. Okay. This is a pretty color red. Oh, shoot. There's a little bit of a blob there. Where is it? I just saw a little sliver I missed. Go through here. Oops, that's kind of thick. It's a little much paint for a sliver. There you are. I'm going to glue some more on over there. Oh no, that one doesn't look too bad. Let me. These big areas will probably need a second coat. Oops. Little schmutz. Okay. Maybe I'll do part of this one. Sorry, guys, I'm My mouth must be connected to my hand and my brain. Ah! Let's see what a second coat looks like on this one now. That's helpful. Actually, most of these need a second coat. When it dries, you can really see how streaky it is. Ooh, hello. Okay, now I think I'm going to glue a couple more bits on these bigger spots. And then paint around them. That one I can paint. That one's not that bad. This one here I need to do something with. Okay, oops, now I got rid of the... Oh, thanks, Devin. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Where were you going? Oh, there we go. I covered up that whole little bit. Okie dokie. See, this whole thing, that's going to be a lot of red around there. I don't like that idea. Here's this piece over here. Somebody's out there probably revving the engine of the tractor just to tease me. Oops. Watch that roll right through the paint. Get your notepad ready and your pencil sharpened, Gayla. That rolls through the red paint. I'm going to say some non-Christmassy words. And I don't want to, but I know me and I've seen me do it. hang on. Let's see where are we with this mess? A little bit right down there to close that one gap would be good. I might only need this little piece to do that. Yeah, that'll work. Oh. Oh, shit. Don't squeal, Kim. Okay, just another little squidgy piece over there. Maybe. Where's that going to go? For here. Maybe this way. Let's try that. Do that. Now I really don't want to paint a lot of all this red around here. Do I need to even do anything to it? I'm thinking no. All right, hang on. Let me. So what are we going to do with this? The tip needs another little something in there. All right. I'm just trying to get this kind of evened up over here for what's exposed there. But I think I'm just going to let that go. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so now I got to hold this up higher than the camera off here so I can have a little look-see. You know what I was thinking, and I don't think paint's going to do it, but it would be cool if I could get something red that fit in the middle of that little indentation there. God, David, stop there yapping. You think she'd get tired. Hey, Julie, welcome. All right, so I think, I'm not sure this is going to cover enough to paint that. I guess it will with a few coats. I don't know. I'm thinking of painting this, maybe this bronze color that I use the most. Actually, that needs another little bit. Right there. It's getting lower and lower. Of course. Oh, sweet Moses. Yeah, I'm trying to wonder what I have. I'll have to go into the archives. Oh, mercy. I think I will paint this red. But let me, hang on, I'm all geeked up here now. These baby wipes are hateful. I'll be on a little while longer. I'll probably cut it off by 3:30, Julie, but I might shift gears from when I get this done. Red alcohol ink. Oh, that's interesting. I'm sure I do. Um, I don't know if it's going to be the same color red. That's the problem with that. All right, let me look in the jewel department, the embellishment department. Where are you? Ay, ay, ay. Well, the millions of things I had that I used to use when I did my little cigar boxes. All those embellishments. Ooh, a pearl. That would probably fit right in there. I wonder, if I can use alcohol and can make that red. Oh, Lordy, they would be on the very bottom of that shelf. So I have these, and then I have these. I was thinking maybe this one with the black and gold on it. It doesn't necessarily look holiday-ish, but these might be too big now that I'm looking at this. Let's see. Of course, to take it off, then I expose the sticky, and then I might get it stuck in there. Actually, that doesn't look bad like that. But what I was going to try to do is cut one of these off. Got a little tickle. Try to cut this right around it. That's not too bad. It's a little wobbly. I might have to put one of those what are those darn things? Those glue drops, those little like sticky booger things. Red foil. Paint the tip red. Oh, that's from back from before. Oh, these gold things are separate from the embellishment itself. So this one, I think the gold would be too big. Let's do it this way. Yeah, I don't think that gold would sit right down there. But this, that would just be black. It's got some, oh shit. It's got a music sheet and like an off-white color. it's not really centered so that it's upright, but it fits in there really well, but it doesn't do much. I like just a plain pearl other than that. Definitely, see, it's just, you got to get it just right in there. But I'm going to try to color one of these red with alcohol ink and see what happens, because I don't, let me see what colors are red. Ouch, red I have. Now the foils that you use in your laser printer. Oh, yeah. Oh, remember the great idea with these? Where the hell did that go? Who was in charge of me? Okay, let's see what we got here. The red range. Cherry red, marabou. I haven't played with alcohol inks in a long time. And I got some of those marabou when they first came out. That didn't seem to matter. So what's this one called? Watermelon. That's a pinky red. Watermelon. Raisin. Where do I have red pepper? Red pepper seems like it would be the one. What the hell is that? Okay. It's going to take more digging, apparently. These are all the purpley reds. And you got your teals. Ah. Poppy. Poppies. Red pepper. Sheesh. All right. Let's see what colors what. I'll upload some cranberry ink that's in my stash. That would be most appreciated. Okay, well let's do this. We'll have a little experiment. Oop. You all right, babe? No, I'm streaming. I'm streaming. Babe screaming up there. Well, babe's been yapping the whole time you've been out there. You'd think she'd finally give up. She's not a quitter. She's like her mother. She's not a quitter. Oh, did you? I know. I don't know what her deal is. She wants to be with her daddy on a tractor. I think this is what you need to do to open these. We're about to find out. Ooh, man, that's strong. Strong. Well, I better cut these up. You need my help to drive the tractor? That wasn't a joke. He snickers at me. Of course, the color that wins, I'm not going to do it like this. Because that's going to be very sloppy, as one can see. Lordy, that's strong. This is Poppy Fields. That's good enough for a color test. And this one is red pepper. Oh, shoot. Lordy, lordy, lordy. They are so similar, I'm not even sure if I can tell them apart. Maybe this was not the way to do it. So this one was red pepper. This one's poppy field. This one got really washed out. Let's just do this. What a mess I'm making here. So now I'm just trying to get rid of the excess. Well, there'll be no way to do this other than just jump in and get all slimed with red alcohol ink, I guess. That may be the color. So I'm going to just sit this over here and let that think about drying. And then this one, might as well paint that one up since I'm all boogered up with it anyway. They are so close together. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, this one got really, this is the marabou. That just kind of washed off of there. All right. Wonder if all their colors kind of fade like that. It's like a moving target. It's bouncing on here while I'm trying to. All right, let's try that. All right, looks like I've been gunshot. Let me get rid of all this red crap here. Well, except for that pink that I still might need for a second coat somewhere. So we will. Oh, you know what? Should I paint one of these with that? I don't think it's going to come out as smooth as these did. So I'm going to let that go. I'm going to let it go. Put my other pearl back in there. Let me get rid of these while I remember where they came from. Okay. And great. I have to get out some alcohol and clean that up. Actually, I have some right here. Maybe before it's a permanent fixture on my skin. I still have some blue tinge on these. See where my skin looks discolored? It actually is because that's blue pigment, dry pigment, kind of like the Ken Oliver or the Brushos, but a different brand that I had that I was playing with. And yesterday, even a shower didn't take it all away. Yes, alcohol ink was a great suggestion. All right, let me. Not really working that great. A little bit. Oh well, it is what it is. It'll wear off, I guess, when the blue wears off. Oh, shit. Oh, there's another yellow. Okay, let me see. So I'm going to paint this tip red, correct? That's where we are with the painting. The painting approach. I think that might be, is that okay? Seems like it got a little thick. We'll see. Got to take my spectacles off. Oh, honesty is the best policy, Margaret. And as I do this, I see this very bottom tip of this is still a little shiny where I didn't hit it with the sandpaper all that well. We'll see how we make out. Good Lord. You'd think Babe would get tired of yapping and yapping, but she wants to be with her daddy. Little spoiled little princess. I feel like I'm doing surgery. Something very delicate. What the hell? That's all coming off in a hunk. What's happening there? Shoot. I think this paint has hardened up a mite. Crap. You know what? I'm just going to wipe this off real quick. What I can wipe at least. Oh, and the color's coming off of the silver, showing the white plastic under it. Great. That's a little juicier. Actually, what did I say I was going to do? Sand it a little bit more. Yeah, I think too much air got to that paint and it got a little clumpy, a little clumpified. Technical term for those of you who don't know what that means. Look it up. Anybody keeping up with Yellowstone? New episode coming on tonight. Joan, do you guys get Yellowstone over there? If not, you should move here. I'm just saying. I just noticed I got some stain of this red paint on some of the edges of the paper, so the edges aren't that clean. Maybe I'll come back and make a straight, straight, as my shaky hand's going to make a straight line, but some kind of a gold dividing line between the two, maybe. Who knows? Okay. Shit. Right down on the tip. Guess it's bad to be saying shit all the time when I'm working on Christmas ornaments, but that's, what are you going to do? Let's lay that up on the tip like that and not lay it tip down to dry. Oh! No, it missed. Ah! Ha! Oh, ye naysayers that thought it was a disaster. As did I. All right, I'm going to stop. Well, it doesn't look as crazy as I thought it was going to look. In my head, it looked awesome. And then as I started in my head, I thought, oh, God, is this a boo-boo? Have I done it again? But it's not bad. Not bad at all. Hey, Willina. Better late than never. That's what I always say. All right, let me get some of this off of here. And now I just need to get this. Now I forget which one's red pepper and which one's, not that it matters. I'm going to choose by color. But I was just curious. Really? Get the hell out of there. Let's see. Of course, I just did that. I think this one's the better one. Let me zoom you guys in. They're pretty close, actually. Okay, where's my, oh, there they are. Camouflage my glasses and all these papers. Yeah, it does. So which one is the big wiener? There's the tip. I think this one. This one or this one? I think this one. That's what I'm thinking. So now, get my heat gun out and dry that a little bit. Get on with this. Get on with it. Slap around a little watercolor if I get that extra time here. Times are running low. Let me get these out of my way. crap. And you pull one thread, one loose thread, and the whole thing goes to hell. There we go. Sheesh. Okay. Heat gun, where are you? There you are. Okay, heat gun. And I think I'm going to have to locate those blue dots. Where the hell would they be? I got those many, many moons ago, and I don't know that I ever really used them. But they must have been all the rage, and I thought I had to have them. That's usually how it goes. That's got to be dry. Okay, now let me think. If I were a glue dot, oh, you know what? I could probably just put what's that stuff called? Glossy accents in a little puddle it up and let it sit in there. Of course, then I'd have to wedge it so that it would stick. Let me. Let me check a couple other possible locations. Oh, mercy.
Just moving the stuff out of the guys.
What, babe?
Just moving the stuff out of the guys. Right.
Oh, for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Right.
So you see, are you still streaming?
Yes.
Okay.
You gotta do it later.
Oh, I do?
No, I can talk later, but I'm not gonna talk about plumbing while I'm streaming. Ah, here they are.
We'll give you a start.
Found them. Okay. Okay. Let's try. These little babies. Oh, I'm way zoomed in. Hang on. Watch me try to put this in and it gets stuck in there sideways or something. Oh. Oh, Lord, these seem kind of thin and old and dry. Not the juicy glue dot that I was hoping for. Okay. Glass has got to come off. Maybe I can just stack up several. These got to be dried up. Trying to stack a few on top of each other because I believe this is just a little big to sit flat in there. I need to have a little oomph behind it. You know what? I just remembered I might have more of these up here. Oh, God. That's a no. I do not have more up there. All right, let's see what happens. Can I even get it in there? More or less. Now let's see if I can handle this without knocking the red all off of it. You know what? Hands are like ice cubes. I'm going to put some glossy accents. How the hell can I do that, though? I'm going to have to Well, I'm just going to have to hold it for a couple minutes if I do that. And apparently I'm doing it. Hey, Aja. All right, so here we go. I'm going to squeeze some glossy accents around the glue dots. And now we will hook. Shit, am I taking that off of there? Or is that just where it went under the tab? Which actually probably is no longer sticky adhesive because the alcohol got on it. All right, it's got a little blob of the glossy accents kind of puddled up around one side. And I probably should just leave alone, but you know how that goes. Actually, that's better. Okay, that's enough to leave it alone. The reflection kind of makes the whole center look red. Interesting. So I'm going to hold this for just a moment, pushing it down. Watch me push my finger through the center of the whole thing. Oh, Gayla, sharpen your pencil. If that happens, that's going to be one for the books. Squeeze it. Oh, shit. Shit. I know that dries clear. But there's so much of it there. I think it's going to affect the reflection. All right, I'm just going to put pressure on it there, and we're going to get what we get. Okay. Put my glasses on so I can see the chat because I'm just going to have to sit here for a minute. Applying pressure. I've never had Yorkshire pudding, but it always looks so good to me. $27? Really? Exceeded my expectations. I always have been an overachiever. These glue dots can go in the shitter. They're right 28, like even numbers. I know. I've got it. I've seen it cook before, and it just looks good to me. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, I'm thinking. Watch this ballsy move. Ta-da! Okay, I think it's permanent. So, I don't know what you guys can see on the angle that you're on, but I'll try to show you. Not as Christmassy as most Christmas ornaments, but it's tribal Christmas. And maybe if I get it rigged up to hang on my curtain rod between the curtains, I'll just leave that puppy up there. After Christmas. Okay. So there's where we ended up. I think I'm going to let it roll like that. I probably will spray it, Joan. I'll have to cover up the front opening here so I don't get anything in there. So there you have it. Okay, I'm going to put, oh, look, I could probably put this in this tape. Will that sit the way I want it? Hell no. Ish. Okay. Oh, Lord. There goes my pencil avalanche. Oh, for crap's sake. Come on. Thanks, kids. All right, I'm going to move this out of danger zone. And I want to try what I showed you guys on these watercolors earlier. Let me get this out of the way. That's translucent Yupo that you're looking at there. And that's one color of liquid watercolor. It's a black by Yupo line. And I want to do exactly what I did there on white Yupo and see if it works the same. And I love how this salt, I sprinkled this Jacquard silk salt, which is kind of a big, if you can see the granules in there. Kind of a larger salt crystal. But on Yupo, like I showed you in this piece here, this is where I first saw it do it. When I did this a few weeks ago with the saran wrap laying on it. See all those little sparkles and specks all through it? That's the salt that I put on there. See if I can get you to see how it reflects. Maybe I'll get down here. Can you see it? It looks like glitter when it hits like there. You can see a little bit of it. But I only had this in certain places, and it's traveled in the water, and it's covering the whole thing. And you can feel it, but very faintly. Where usually with salt on watercolor paper, the granules are still there, and you knock the granules off. And the only thing different is Yupo. So there's that one. These I did last night. And then I did another one on white. Actually, that's around the corner. Let me go get that. I set them over there to dry. And I did do something different, which I think is what hosed it up. Two of them over here. So this looks completely different, but it looks pretty cool now. So this is the same color watercolor, but I took some of this gold stuff I was talking about, liquid metal by Paper Fashion that I found in my stash, and I dropped some of that in it. So that's the gold you see, and I had to water it down, and it moved a little more. And then I put salt in different places, and you can see again how that salt did on Yupo. It just broke apart, and it looks like I added glitter all over it. But I do like that gold in there. That looks pretty cool. Right, some salt up here. It didn't go through. Hello, why aren't you showing me any reflection there? There we go. And funny enough, look down here, there's some big salt crystals left. Now, why the other ones did what they did, you will never know. Yep, see those you can brush off. And when I do that, it's leaving white underneath of it. I mean, that is a cool effect. And that's what I would have expected it to do. However, it didn't do that here. But one thing I did on this one and on this one, this is where my fingers turn blue. I used some of the same gold. but I took the indigo eco line, which washed out into this light gray. And then I took some, what the hell are they called? They're blue. It's a dry powder pigment from Ruby Mountain Paint Company called Pigment Salt Sprinkle. So it's got salt and pigment in it. And that's what discolored my hands blue. And you can see where not all of that. Oh, okay. Now I remember exactly what I did. Okay, hold on. I missed a step. So I squirted the whole thing with water. And then when I was digging for the salt, I found this in the old stash, which is a Schminke effect spray. And basically it's alcohol. So as soon as you spray it on the water, it blasts the water apart into little pockets like you see here. So when this stuff sprinkled, I sprinkled that pigment, it hit some of the dry spots. You can see a little bit. Some of it bled out into different colors. But I was just experimenting to see what would happen, and that's what happened. I took the gold and the brush and flicked it in it and let it do what it wanted to do. This one actually looks pretty cool. And that's what these pockets of white in here was this spray. But then in order to mix up the gold, I interrupted that alcohol a little bit. Jamie, hello, dear. So that's how that one came out. I actually kind of like it. So let me get those out of the way and this one out of the way. But I really like this. I was trying to get it to bleed out just a cloud of color. But that broke out into so many different colors. You can see a hue of green, a pale yellow, a pale blue, a purplish color. And I love how the fringes are, how it bleeds out into the spray. Here's a little doggy looking at me. Yes, I painted that intentionally. Said I never. But look at his little glittery face. And actually, before this dried, this looked like the face of like a panther. And that eye looked almost perfectly like it on one of the videos I took. Then his face kind of morphed. But, and then I laid, where this was just a puddle of water with very little pigment in it, I laid gauze and let it dry. So you can see a little bit of that gauze in there. So now what I want to do, and then I'm going to be done with myself, is on a piece of white Yupo, which I prefer and always use, but I thought, well, I'm going to play. I'm just going to burn up that translucent stuff that I never use. And it did something really cool. So, damn it. So let's see. I had this one and the spray. I just took my sprayer. I'm going to bring in a little bit so you can see what this does when it starts working. And I just sprayed it pretty good, just blobs, and stayed away from the edges. And then in about 3 different places, see you, Julie. Thanks for dropping in. And I just picked a place and I dropped a drop. See how black it is when it first comes out? Do one down here. And it just kind of goes crazy and up into all those little fringy areas, which I just think looks really cool. But you can see it start to change. You can see some of the purple coming up. But I just love all that fringiness up there. My hands are frozen. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's still moving a little bit and doing some stuff. So while it's still really wet, I'm going to take some of the salt. Hey, Gail. Oh, no, I didn't realize that. I'm going to get in touch with her and check on her. That's unusual. Gayla, have you or Kathy been in touch with CC? See how it's getting bigger and moving, and this is getting all swirly whirly? So I'm going to take some of these salt crystals, and this is how big they are. And they're not identical, but they're pretty consistent in size. And I'm going to go into the big puddles. And drop some of the salt. This one kind of connected. You know what I wanted to do to the last one, and I didn't do it. I was going to okay, that's a good bit of salt down there. I was going to, when I put a piece of gauze down, I was going to add another drop of watercolor. One, to let it help hold this down. So this is just medical gauze, cutting a little strip. Or do I want to do saran wrap? Oh. Maybe I'll do saran wrap on this one. Hey, Judy. Another Judy. All right, I'm going to take this plastic wrap and yeah, we're going to see what happens. Of course, that's not a similar experiment, is it? Oh, what the hell? I can't help myself. This will take a long time to dry under that plastic wrap and on Yupo. So you shall have to come back another day. I'll take pictures of it and post it when I peel that off. I must go thaw out my hands. My red and blue hands, which equal purple hands. Under my fingernails, it's everywhere. Oh, hello. So I'll have to do something about that. And I appreciate you guys hanging with me today. And don't forget, Xandra's coming on today at 4:30. So in an hour, I'll have a chance to go up and get a snack, warm up my hands, get my laptop fired up, and see what Z's got going on. And you can manipulate this and move it so you get different kinds of, I'm going to get that more scrunchy in there. It's a term. Look it up. And this will probably impede the salt crystals from traveling over the whole thing like the other one did. I found a new artist that I ran across. Thanks, Eminem. On Instagram. Let me see if I can find her. Really cool. Okay, it's Vintage Fables, all one word. The one at the top there. Watercolor and ink. She's in Florence, Italy. She's an American living there with her, I guess her husband and 2 little boys. And she makes a lot of her own color by stuff she finds in nature. And what caught my eye is this post where she does her version of like scripting over top of her watercolor and inks, which is what grabbed my eye. But then I start looking at her posts and see that real watery, I gotta blow it up so you can see it, real cloudy effect where the pigment is so light in some places. And then some she'll add some foil and collage. It's really interesting. Here's one with a little bit of foil in it. Really, really cool stuff. You ought to check her out. And she sounds like she has an idyllic life there. She uses a lot of salt in her paints and inks. And really, really cool stuff. So that's what I was just trying to play with, kind of what she was talking about. Oh, look. I don't feel so bad now. It's Vintage Fables, CB. All one word, Vintage Fables. But just really, just cool abstract stuff. That just really speaks to me. I'm never been one to be into like, and here's, you can see videos and stuff where she makes this ink by taking copper wire and I think vinegar, sitting it in a jar and sitting it out in the Italian sun on the mountainside. She lives up on a mountain that overlooks Florence. And just let time do its thing and cause the patina. And then she draws the fluid off of it and mixes it with water and gets that really pale, I like that. I'm going to be going around. If you hear of job sites that are missing their copper wire, you know where it is. Let's keep that between me and you. But, oh, it's her little boy. There's some of it. Oh, there you go. There's the video where she's making it with the, oh, hell, copper wire. And I forget what it is. She says what it is. I think it's salt and vinegar. And she puts rocks on it to hold it down below the fluid. Lets it sit outside in the beautiful Italian sun. And it starts to turn. And the age just makes it patina. There you go. How lovely is that? But she makes a lot of her inks and stuff herself. I was just got sucked into it, and I've been to Florence a couple times, and that's still on my bucket list to go back. It just really intrigued me, but her stuff is so like ethereal and it's very light and airy with some punches in it. You know how I like me a good punch. Oh, Lord, he'll have to bring it with him next year. Talk about your heavy suitcases. Well, you guys should make some. Look, check her out. Look at that recipe. I'm sure you can find a recipe online for it too. Oh, and she makes, there are vineyards near her that aren't hers, but the property is adjacent and the owners let her come and take some of the older grapevines. And she has a video. She has a video where she takes the vines. I don't know where it is. She's got a lot of posts on here for a long time. Here you go. She takes the vines and adds, oh no, that's after she's charred the vines. That must be before then. That's where she's making the ink. And she's putting her what the hell is it? Like your medium in it so that it sticks and is permanent. But she has a little like an Altoids tin that she puts some of the vines in, and then she puts it in her fireplace, and the vines char inside the tin, and she uses those black vines to make that black vine ink, right? It's just I'm moving there. Really is Aja. Is it Aja? Am I saying that right? It's good stuff, guys. You got to go there and check her out. Oh, and watch this video with her flipping through some of her work. And those swirl designs, like up the top, those are jelly prints that she does. And she takes a fork and makes the swirl designs on like a light tissue paper or rice paper and uses that same element in the collages throughout series and stuff. So simple, but so impactful. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Anyway, now I'm going to go. Now here's another video. I love that one. Love that one. Love that one. Obsessed. It's Vintage Fables Instagram, CB. I'm on Instagram and on Vintage Fables, and I'm just scrolling through all of her posts to show you guys why I'm obsessed. Here we go. Here's taking the metal tin. So she cooks them, chars them, takes the ash, adds a medium to it, and Viola, she's got black vine ink. Like, hello, I just love it. So go give her some Instagram. Look at that one. Like a how stark is that? But look at the punches in there. Mother loves it. And sometimes she'll say she'll take a drop of ink, whatever ink she makes, and put it in some water and let it get real airy color, almost translucent, but enough to color the paper. I'm going to ask her what kind of paper she uses, because she says she uses a handmade Italian paper. Because if I have the right supplies, I can do as good, right? Not so much. Oh, but and then sometimes she'll like make marks on top of them. See the white dots? I can't hold it still. But all the different little intricate things. There's a little hunk of foam there. I'm telling you, hours of viewing pleasure. Look. Hello, lover. Little foil, little scripting. All day long. So check her out. Got a lot of apps open. All right, kids. I will see you guys at Sandra's in about less than an hour. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll post some pictures of this little rascal, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Hopefully see you next Sunday. Bye.